Hey everybody, what's up? Lex here. Now, a couple of days ago, I announced on Twitter that myself and 4 other guys were all a part of the Joe Montana pre-alpha, which sign-ups for that happened quite a ways back at E3 last year. A couple of months ago, we were all brought in, and I'm going to talk about what we do and what we expect and how we communicate with the team at Superstar Games. But first I want to talk about some of the information that has, I guess, come out over the past week, because I feel like maybe there's a little bit of confusion going on with that. So Samsung had their big Galaxy S7 corporate presentation this past weekend, and a lot of cool news came out of it. I highly recommend going and checking that out if you didn't. But one little thing kind of sneaked by everybody, and that was that Superstar Games is now partnered with Samsung to produce Joe Montana football for Samsung devices. Now, I don't have specific details on what exact platforms yet, but Samsung and Superstar Games are trying to use all the technology, all the latest technology they can to make Joe Montana football a very, very unbelievable product on mobile devices. Now, I know a lot of you were like, mobile? You know, what the heck? Yeah, I want console. Well, here's the thing. A lot of people with money and with power and connections, they don't want to do a console game that's unlicensed right now. You have to understand that. The people with the money and the power say, prove it on mobile first, then we'll see later about all that stuff. So if you're kind of like, well, I don't believe I'm going to get a simulation football game on a mobile device, it's unprecedented, I know, but these guys are working hard at getting that to that level on Samsung devices. Now, what does this mean for the iOS version? Well, Samsung is the first focus, so that is where the game is going to reside first and foremost. I don't know what's going to happen down the line, so we'll just have to wait and see with that. The Samsung partnership is going to allow Superstar Games a lot of different cool tech that they're going to use to make this game as good as possible on Samsung devices. So now I want to talk a little bit about the pre-alpha crew, who we are, and what we're doing with Superstar Games. It's myself, it's Geddon, it's Scott, it's G-Rob, and it's King Havo. All of us are talking daily with Damon Grow about different kinds of stuff. Damon has been extremely open with us about all the goings on. We had a meeting where we just said what happened, and he let us know, and while we're under NDA, we can't say anything about anything, and I'm sure you can understand why. A lot went down. Just a ton went down. There have been so many changes and so many different things that have evolved for the better that were just insane. And I completely understand. I understand if you don't understand because we can't tell you the details about it. But just know that Damon is not the guy he is portrayed to be by a lot of the different people. We've had Skype meetings that have lasted hours with Damon, talking about what happened, what's going to happen, where the game needs to go. Understand that we are a part of the community, and we're fighting to get stuff into the game that we've wanted to see for years and years and years. Basically, Superstar Games is building a foundation here, and we're in on the ground floor. That's really exciting. When you look at other football games, they're building off of someone else's foundation. We get to build off of our own foundation here, and we're in the pre-alpha program to make sure that things are done right, that certain things are respected, and each one of us has kind of like a different specialty. So me, personally, I'm mostly focused on franchise mode, just making sure that that's something that we can play over and over and over again, that it makes sense on mobile, because you gotta understand we are designing for mobile and not on console, and different rules are kind of expected on mobile. You don't necessarily want to be spending 3 hours on your mobile phone. We have to make it fit mobile to the point where, okay, you're able to spend an hour or two if you want to, but also you're able to get in a couple minutes and do stuff like that. Again, no details or anything like that yet. But you may have, we have people on the team that are mostly concerned about animations, and someone else who's mainly concerned about line play. So we're trying to get all the bases covered and really trying to make this game just something really special. Even though it's on mobile, that's no reason that this can't be a really good simulation football game. So I can't share a whole lot of details with you now. I can't really tell you what I've seen and what I haven't seen, just because of that whole NDA, and I'm not messing around with NDA, of course. But just know the game still exists. It's been in development this whole time. Crazy things have happened, and this team, Superstar Games, have really been working hard on getting this out to the public. I mean, I know you can't. I know you guys can't see it, but I mean, they're staying in the office at all hours, and they're just really dedicated to making sure that there's another option in the marketplace eventually. It's going to start on mobile. It may take 5 years, it may take 10 years, but this is a franchise that we all want to see grow into something bigger, because we want to see a different option, and it has to start here. This is the foundation, mobile is the foundation, and we need to start there, and we need to support it. Unfortunately, I've been seeing a lot of people posting pretty negative stuff, and I understand if you doubt this game. I understand if you're upset about what happened in the past, but listen, we need to stop acting like entitled kids here. We need to support this game. I'm not saying that we need to excuse it if it's bad. If it comes out and it's bad, I can't make any promises of whether it's going to be great or bad or whatever. I'm just making a promise that the rest of us are going to make sure our voices are heard. Now, we don't have the final say in all of this. We don't. You know, there are bosses, there are people with the money, investors, big name investors, very important people in this project that are tired. It's not only you, it's not only me, it's other people that are tired of the scene, of the marketplace. They want to see more football games out there, but they're also smart, and they want to see it proven on mobile platforms first and foremost. So the next step is GDC. Now, Damon has said that things will be at GDC. There will be information, there will be more, and around after GDC, I'll come back on here and I'll talk a little bit more about GDC and the news about that. Hopefully get to fill you guys in with a little more information, because I know information has been slow. There's been radio silence, and there's been a good reason that that whole radio silence has happened. I mean, just think about all the deals that are going on, all the changes that have happened. I mean, this deal with Samsung is obviously a pretty fresh deal, because before it was said iOS was the plan, and now it's Samsung and Android with their devices. So also Samsung, you talk about the VR, which if you pre-order their Samsung S7, you'll get a free VR headset as well. So that's a pretty good deal right there. I'm not saying go get your Samsung S7s. You know, obviously do whatever you want to do, but I think it's pretty exciting that this partnership has happened. Obviously, I know people with iPhones are saying what the heck's going to happen with us, and right now there's just not a whole lot of information on that, but look at GDC. Kind of keep your eyes peeled for that. It's in San Francisco, so that's where Superstar Games is located. Just wait till GDC, see what happens, and then judge from there. Alright folks, I think that's about all I have to say for today. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Lex Marston. And you know, I'm under NDA, so I'm not going to be answering specifics or anything like that. But you know, general questions maybe I can answer, and we'll see about next time on the next video. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more updates. Like this vid to share it around and kind of get more information into the public about Joe Montana football, Samsung, and where the future of this franchise is going.